So this section's going to be quite a bit of a workout. Don't worry, it will eventually make sense, okay? So when I see quadratic equation, I think that it's going to be dealing with x squared, and I also think it's going to be dealing with a u. So that needs to be in my brain when I'm reading this problem, okay? All right, it says they kicked a soccer ball. So here I am, and it traveled horizontally 150 feet. So that means from here to here is 150. And it reached a height of 100. So let me do that a little bit. So maybe I'm going to go like this and like this. And then it's high, it's 100 feet. They want you to sketch the path of the soccer ball, which I guess means it's going like this. But then they want you to create an equation. Well, I don't have an equation. If I don't have points, I don't have an equation. So there's going to be an imaginary graph here. And I want you to think about this. That's the x and y axis. If I start here, that's 0, 0. That's where the soccer ball starts. It's literally on the ground. It hasn't gone anywhere, so it's on the ground horizontally and it's not going up. And then it goes up and up and up all the way to 100. Okay. I know that it travels horizontally 150 feet. So that means that would be the point 150, comma, 0. And then I also know, let's pretend that's the center, so I'll move it over a little bit. I'm not perfect at this. What the heck is that point going to be? Well, if this is your height, that's your y. So that means that's 100. So what's your x going to be? Well, remember how the intercepts are halfway between, the vertex is halfway between the two x-intercepts, which means if this is 0 and this is 150, what's halfway in the middle? 75. Okay? So when you're doing this problem, you're going to have to create an equation in vertex form. So remember vertex form, it's y equals a x minus h squared plus k. So this is my vertex. I don't know, I'll make my vertex, whatever. Okay. And then there's my a. So I always have an x. There's my x, and there's my y. There's my x, there's my y. There's my x, there's my y. I should be able to plug in any of these points and get an equation that works. So let's do this. Let's see what I know. I know the vertex. They told me that. There's my h. There's my k. Okay? So I don't know what my a is, but I know my vertex. Oops, excuse me. Okay. Well, that's close, but I don't have my a yet. So how the heck am I going to get my a? Let me show this. I can use one of these points to get my a. Now, do you think I'm going to pick 0, 0, or do you think I'm going to pick 150, 0? Of course, I'm going to pick 0, 0. So I'm going to plug 0 in here, and I'm going to plug 0 in here, and then I'm going to solve for a. So that means 0 equals a times 0 minus 75 squared plus 100. 0 minus 75 is negative 75, but when you square it, give me a second, I'm going to use my calculator. I got 5625, so 0 equals a 5625 plus 100. But remember when we write things, we don't write x3, we like 3x. So I'm going to move this over. So this is really 5625a. Now I'm going to solve like I solved for x. Subtract 100 to both sides. And then divide by 5625. Make sure that you fully simplify. So give me a second, I'm going to show you how to do that. So it gave me the decimal approximation, which I don't want, but I want it to be fully simplified. There's a fraction button you can press right here, and it fully simplifies it for you. Okay? So let me go back. And what was that? 4 over 225. Okay? So 4 over 225. So now that I have that, I can write the equation in vertex form. Y equals negative 4, 225, x minus 75 squared plus 100, which means I have the vertex 75, 100. Now, I can't help myself, but I have to talk about transformations. How many transformations do you think there are here? 4. Horizontal translation, 75 units to the right. That's what happened. And then it went 100 units up. Then it was a vertical compression, which is kind of hard to see.